Hello, viewers, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to this program. This is our community lives showing on Channel 31. As usual, the program is all about event, people, places, culture, and multiculturalism. We promote peace, human rights, and we support the community. We support the asylum seekers, refugees, and we also do with a lot of celebrity in this program. We do more activity with them, and today we're starting with our first segment, which is Show Your Talent. And we've got a talented, a creative, and someone that has been into entertainment, music, singing, dancing, performing, making the world happy as young as a child. My name is Adeni Ekine, your host, and I would like our celebrity, a talented artist, dancer, songwriter, and entertainer, right from childhood, to introduce herself to you all. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm well, and you?
I'm very good, thank you. So, as you said, I'm an entertainer, singer, dancer, choreographer, a bit of everything. I founded Stiletto about 6 years ago in 2010. We do pretty much stage entertainment, dancing, and singing together, which I think is something that separates us from a lot of other acts. And I'm very passionate about writing, about culture, um, you know, love, peace, everything that's going on in the world today. That everybody
Yeah, can
can
also enjoy
enjoy. Yeah,
and
yeah, and can.
things that can make them happy.
Exactly, yeah. So, and that's something that I really, really enjoy doing. And I mean, after all, music, there's no boundaries with music. Everybody can join in together with music, and it's something that we all share, I think, as a community.
Yeah, like the quote of Shakespeare. He said, "If music is the food of love,
Yeah,
let us all enjoy it. Let us
exactly.
dance all. Let us sing on, and let us keep our community good." Uh, how long have you been into music?
I've been into entertainment and production since the age of 8 years old. I started dancing at 4 years old and singing at 8, and I started writing my own music at the age of 14. And I recorded my first song when I was 18 years old. And it's something that I really, really love doing. So even choreographing dances, the way I started was by watching film clips and copying the dancers, and that's how I started making up my own routines. And now it's led me to, performing for people and performing for communities, and something that I really, really enjoy doing and I'm very, very passionate about.
So, what has been the challenges so far?
The challenges, there's many, is being up against other performers as well. I mean, I don't see anyone as a threat. I see them as an asset, because it's always a way to collaborate with other people when they're good at what they do. But yeah, getting performances, people giving you a chance, people believing in you and believing in what you do, that's probably the biggest challenge, especially in this industry. There are so many talented people out there. And I think when there are so many talented people, I think that we should all collaborate together rather than, competing against each other, So anytime there's someone that I would want to work with, I always approach them, and we come up with great ideas together. And I think that's what's important in this industry, in the entertainment industry, or anyone that's interested in music or dancing.
And what are the achievements so far?
Achievements. Well, I just finished my bachelor in music and contemporary performance. That's an achievement in itself. Studying something that I'm really passionate about. Putting my EP together. White Night, performing at White Night 2015 was a massive achievement. Performing at Mandela Day was wonderful. It was a great event to perform at.
At the Federation Square.
At Federation Square,
I think
yeah,
that
I
was
loved
the
that.
first place I met you.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
really, I was captivated with your performance.
Thank you very much. That's good to hear from somebody that's an an audience member. Look, there are so many achievements. I think just pursuing my passion in general is an achievement. Because not many people are strong enough to go after their dreams, and I think it takes a lot of courage to be able to face a lot of your fears, and I think that's something that everybody should be able to do, is face their fears. Don't be afraid to fail, because through failure you become more successful. You learn what not to do next time.
Great. How do you get your inspiration?
I get my inspiration from everyday life, from experiences that I've experienced, from my parents, my sister, my husband, and most of all from my singing teacher. He's inspired me to pursue my career. He's inspired me to pursue music, and, his passion and his support knows no bounds. Like, he really, really wants to see his students succeed, and the fact that I'm pursuing my passion makes him happy. But everyday life, really, that's where I find my inspiration.
And what is your advice to upcoming artists, talents, and can you also share your travel experience?
Yeah, so my advice to any upcoming artists would be to not give up, keep going. You may feel like you're not getting anywhere, but with hard work and determination, motivation, you'll get somewhere. You just need that one person to believe in you. So really don't give up, just keep going, and don't be afraid to fail, because through failure you learn how to be successful. Travel experience, I went overseas for a month with my sister. I traveled around Europe. The culture in each country is different from everywhere, and it's just really beautiful to see different cultures. It's beautiful to see, to speak to people from other countries. I went to places like London, I went to Amsterdam, Madrid, Barcelona, Paris, Milan, Rome, Prague, everywhere. It was an experience that will never ever leave my mind at all. Like, I really, really enjoyed doing it, and it's something that I want to continue to do in the years to come. I really do want to travel and see every country that's out there.
Wow. What is your peace message to the world at large? You can see terrorism happening, you can see natural disasters happening, you can see a lot of violence against women, and bullying, and so many youth also involving in a lot of radicalization. Yeah, what can you say?
I think as a community and as a country, we need to band together if we want to overcome these problems. And we need to educate people on these things that are happening. The media doesn't do any justice to these events in the world, and I think that the media seems to capitalize on the violence and the destruction that's going on.
Like the terrorism, Islamic, and other things. Yeah.
And it's really upsetting to see, because there are good people out there, and not every race and not every religion is the same. Everybody is different, and everyone is unique in their own way. But I think as a country, that if we were to come together, that we would be able to overcome these problems.
And in conclusion, can you give us a taste of your song? Just give the viewers a glimpse of what you sing in your natural self.
Yep, I'll sing the chorus to Love Is Love. Okay, so here it goes. If we could love and be loved, live and let live, learn the art of forgiveness, yeah, learn to be brave and to be free, no matter what the perception of everybody else's eyes may see.
Wow, that looks very, very amazing. You have a very, very sweet, beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Wow. You see, this is part of what attracts you to so many people, including me the first time I saw you on stage perform. Well, because of our time, we'll be rounding up here and we shall get back to you next time. And can you also give the viewers a glimpse of what to expect at the Melbourne International Easter Peace concert coming forth on the 25th of March 2016?
Yeah. So, you'll expect some high energy performances from myself and my dancers. Singing and dancing, I'll be performing Love Is Love, which is original material. Plus, the favourite, Janet Jackson, Pharrell Williams, Happy, and maybe some Christina Aguilera. We'll see how we go. But something to surprise everyone, I think.
Great, thank you. We can't wait. And you are also one of the MCs.
I am, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Bianca Modesti
And I'm Natalie.
We are Stiletto Entertainment. We are performing at the Easter Peace concert on Good Friday, 25th of March. We would love you to come down and watch our energetic performances as well as all the fabulous other talent that is there on this great, great day. Cheers!
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, this is Stiletto Entertainment. They are one of our sponsors, our strategic sponsors for the Melbourne International Easter Peace Concert. Come March 25th, Friday, Easter Friday, 2016, here in Melbourne live. They will be performing, and this is Bianca and you.
Natalie.
Hi!
They are coming here live and direct. Come and watch them. It's free of charge because they are part of our sponsors. Thank you.
Bye!
Bye.
It's hot up in here, DJ, don't be scared to look about that shit so strong, like Paris, gotta carry me home. So full, so far gone, forget where I plot and lost my iPhone. Still looking good and pretty bad.
Hello viewers, you're welcome to the program today. This program is all about events, people, places, multicultural. And today we're going to be talking about what is happening in our community. For the fifth time, as you are all aware, in a row, Melbourne is the most livable city in the world. And today I've got a member of parliament, Victorian Parliament. I'm really honored to be invited and to also be in the office of a member of a parliament to talk to you all in the community. This is someone I've known, and with the little time I've known her in the community, I've been following her updates. I see that she's someone that is really helping our community, and I would like her to introduce herself. Then we go into the program. Don't blink your eyes. Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for the invitation to come on your show. It's a fantastic opportunity, and I think you're doing a fantastic job on this show. My name is Rachel Carling-Jenkins, and I'm a member of the Upper Western Metropolitan region. I'm a member for the Democratic Labor Party, and I sit there with 40 other people in the upper house in Victorian State Parliament.
Wow, I am honored to be here sitting with a member of the Parliament of Victoria. Oh, so today we want you to, I personally want you to tell the viewers what you are doing. How do you represent your community at the Parliament of Victoria?
That's a great question. Now, my role overall in the community is about listening to community concerns and making sure that I then present them appropriately and honestly and as transparently as possible to the upper house of Victoria. We deal with a number of issues in our Parliament, as you'd be aware, and my role is to make sure that the voices of people are being heard, whether that's around legislation that's coming through the Parliament or whether that's around community concerns that haven't actually been raised formally in Parliament. So part of what I can do every week that I'm in Parliament is raise issues in the form of member statements. They only go for 90 seconds, but you can say a lot in 90 seconds. And I can also raise issues directly with ministers, either through questions from the floor or through adjournment speeches. So I meet with a lot of constituents here in this office, and we talk about their concerns. Some of them are concerns that I've already been aware of, but often I get people coming in who express concerns that I've never heard of. So it's extremely important for people to come in and let me know their views and what they're going through so that I can represent them in the Parliament.
Thank you so much. And what have you achieved so far?
I have had some small wins with constituents who come in and raise concerns where I've been able to smooth things over. For example, one woman was really struggling to get her children into kindergarten, and I was able to ensure that process for her. So that was, so I can do small wins like that. I can also do larger things. So I was able to initiate a inquiry into sham contractors to protect workers in this area, to make sure that they were getting a fair go when they were working on construction sites. Another achievement last year was around improvements for people with disabilities in the field of employment. So raising the issue of the work that they do in the social enterprises that they work in, raising that to the Parliament, and that's something I'll continue to do this year. There's been quite a bit of awareness raising there, which is helping people with disabilities in our community. Another really important issue in this area is homelessness. I was absolutely appalled when I first started here in my office in Werribee and found out how many homeless people are in this area, and there is nowhere for them to go. If they need crisis accommodation, they literally have to line up every morning and see if they can get something for that night. There is no crisis housing hub at all in this area. People either have to go to Melbourne or Geelong, and as you would appreciate, that's a long way from this area, from Werribee. So I've been fighting to get a crisis hub built here in this area, and one of the things that happened last year was the government decided that they would do an analysis. So we're waiting for that analysis to be complete, and once that's complete, then we hope that the homelessness hub will be built.
Great. You have really represented the community very well. Viewers, if you're just tuning in, this program is Our Community Lives, showing on Channel 31, Melbourne, Australia. And I'm privileged today talking to the Member of Parliament, Dr. Rachel Jenkins. Carling-Jenkins.
That's fine, just Dr. Rachel's fine.
Yeah, Dr. Rachel. We shall be back after this timeout. Don't blink your eyes.
Concert on Good Friday, 25th of March. We would love you to come down and watch our energetic performances as well as all the fabulous other talent that is there on this great day. Cheers!
Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Stiletto Entertainment. They are one of our sponsors, our strategic sponsors for the Melbourne International Easter Peace Concert. Come March 25th, Friday, Easter Friday, 2016. Here in Melbourne Live, they will be performing, and this is Bianca and you.
Natalie. Hi.
They are coming here live and direct. Come and watch them. It's free of charge because they are part of our sponsors. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
It's hot up in here, DJ, don't be scared to look about that shit so strong.
welcome back to the program. If you're just joining us, the program is Our Community Lives. And today we have a special person in our community that I really honor and reference, Dr. Rachel. Dr. Rachel, can you tell the community what is the community expecting from you in terms of growth and in terms of representing them? And I am also aware that you have putting up a petition concerning the family. Can you explain more on that too, to the
Sure.
community? What is the petition all about, and what is the population growth of your constituency?
Sure. I have a really interesting constituency here in Western Metro. There's a growing population of people from all ethnic backgrounds here, and generally we have a lower socioeconomic community here as well. So we're facing a lot of issues here about growing very quickly without necessarily adequate public transport to keep up with that demand. We have issues around schools. We have some primary schools in the area, but we don't have enough high schools to cope with the growing families. So these are all the kinds of issues that people are raising with me. One of the parts of your question there was around what expectations people have of me. And I think that people have fairly low expectations of politicians. And I think that's really sad, because there's been an idea that politicians aren't really there to represent people, and I'm here to dispute that. So my aim is to represent people. So when people come in, I make as many constituent appointments as I possibly can so that I can actually listen to the needs of people here and to raise that expectation for people so that they feel as though that we can achieve something together. I think that's really important. One of the things that I'm doing, as you said, is getting out petitions at the moment. I've introduced a bill. It's called the Infant Viability Bill, and it is focused on helping women and their children in the later terms of pregnancy to ensure that infants who are viable are supported while in the womb, which means their mothers have to be supported as well, supporting them to up to the time of their birth.